that there have been judges that shut down some of President Biden's executive actions, and they understand, the Biden administration understood that he ignored the checks and balances.
The Supreme Court tried to stop me, but they never will.
But not in the way that Donald Trump is.
Who said that? Not in the way that
Joe
Biden.
Yeah,
Joe
but
Biden.
Donald Trump
Scott, he actually didn't.
No, he actually did, Abby. Joe Biden actually did do that.
Well, I think there's a difference between saying whether you're complying with the law and then you have these individual district court judges setting effectively broad federal policy that is specifically reserved for the president of the United States. I think we do have a constitutional crisis, and it's being caused by these judges. They're not here to tell us. They're not here to tell us how to spend the money. They're not here to set broad federal policy. That is the president's job as elected by the people. These judges are supposed to be settling discrete, specific matters, not policy setting. I think Vance is right. I think Trump has a point. And these judges want nothing more to continue the lawfare against.
I don't think anybody's in the executive branch saying, no, I don't feel like it. And the courts say you have to.
Well, my answer to that simply is, it is the executive branch's job to figure out how to spend money once it is appropriated by Congress. And sometimes they spend money that's not been appropriated. But the correct political control is between the executive and the Congress.
I want to return to that.
There are not repercussions. You get away with it.
I get it. You want individual federal judges who hate Donald Trump.
No, I don't.
To tie him up for 4 years.
No, I don't.
If you want a big policy questions decided, let the Supreme Court do it. But in the interim, the executive has to be allowed to govern.
Am I wrong about that?
Well, you're supposed to comply, but Scott's absolutely right in that the court cannot say you have to spend these dollars today. So as a governor, I dealt with this. We got things challenged in state court and federal court. It's all judge shopped, by the way. Judges don't randomly get these cases. There's a reason that these cases are filed in Boston, the Boston court, or a certain district, Rhode Island, because they know they're going to get a judge.
Raise the right point. Yeah. Should the president,
the
singular president, should he have to share the presidency with 300 district court judges? No, absolutely not.
But the point, though, you made a really good point that there have been judges that shut down some of President Biden's executive actions, and they understand, the Biden administration understood that he ignored the checks and balances.
The Supreme Court tried to stop me, but they never will.
But not in the way that Donald Trump is.
Who said that? Joe Biden.
Yeah, but Donald Trump, he actually didn't.
No, he actually did, Abby, with your cutie pie self. You know, Abby Smith is a cutie pie. Yeah, I don't know if y'all like her or not, and she pushes a whole lot of propaganda for CNN. But I've seen her before, and she cute. Look at them stairs creaking again. As soon as I say she cute, the stairs start creaking. That's my wife ghost, man. And she's upstairs today. It's like every time I say something about a woman, and then it get real quiet, like she start listening now, like she got her ear to the vent. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You mind your daggone business and fix me a sandwich. Get in the kitchen barefoot. Go take care of them kids. Our kids are grown, so that's not happening over here. But Joe Biden actually did do that. Let me take a break from this right here just to show you exactly when Joe Biden did exactly that. This dude interrupted the judges so that he can pander to Democrats for votes, talking about, I want to take away all of your student loan debt. And the judges was like, you can't do that. And he got in front of his people, and he got a whole bunch of black women to hold up signs behind him. Because you know that's what you got to do. You got to have a whole bunch of black people hold up signs behind you. You know what I mean? So that you can show that you down for the cause. You know, I'm down for the blacks. So I got a whole bunch of, you're going to see nothing but black people behind me holding up signs that say Biden. And none of them like me. I promised them that the water in Flint, Michigan will be clean when I become president. It is 2025 and the water in Flint, Michigan is still not clean. And this dude ran off of that. But listen to this right here. So I checked this for a minute. Listen to what he says that they are saying that he never said. Daggone liars.
Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debt, but they didn't stop me. So far, I relieved student debt for nearly 5 million Americans. A significant number are black borrowers. Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debt, but they didn't stop me. So far,
the Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debts. I relieve student debts for 5 million, and most of them are black people. Gotta say black. Got to say black. If you don't say black, then you are not accomplishing your mission. Your mission is to pander to the blacks in this speech. So you better get your tail up there, Biden, and pander to these blacks. Okay, let's get back to our boy dismantling this CNN panel. I told y'all, man, he full of sugar, honey, iced tea. Let's
Ignore
go.
it.
He
That's
did.
right.
They continued to plow forward with
No,
student
he
aid. How
didn't.
much did they
No,
spend?
Let me set the record.
We
didn't.
actually got deep into
I
the student loan
hated
debt
the student
forgiveness.
Yeah.
student loan forgiveness
What
policy.
did he say
Hold
out
on.
loud?
I thought
What
it
did
was.
he say
I
out
thought
loud?
it was a ridiculous
didn't
policy.
ignore it.
I thought it was unconstitutional. I predicted it would get struck down. It did get struck down, and I
He didn't
applauded.
ignore it.
He did not ignore it, though. He went and tried under a different law.
So he ignored
You're
it.
allowed. No,
That's not ignoring it.
Yeah,
That
so
is
he was
trying
not
to
ignoring
make
it.
it
It's
work
trying to
under
do it.
law.
It's
He
trying to do
literally
it.
defied it.
But let me just understand.
Yeah, but when Trump do that, it's called ignoring. When Trump do it, it's impeachable. Everybody wants to impeach Trump when he do it. He say, no, he didn't shut it down. He just tried it under a different law. That's exactly what it means to, like, he found another way to get it done. He ignored it. Why? Because he has the right to ignore it. Can no judge tell a president what the hell to do? I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this what I'm saying with my chest, Jack. Can't no judge, Supreme Court or other, tell a president what to do. The president is the executive of all executives. Period. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. That's why we got a man in charge that's saying this is happening and that is happening. No longer paper straws, plastic straws from here on out. This dude just now wrote an executive order to ban paper straws. Now, I'm not a fan of paper straws. I'm not. I never have been. But the environmentalists will have you believe that we are more environmentally sound and safe if we use paper straws. All right? Because fish won't choke and die off of paper straws, but they will choke and die off plastic straws. Okay, let's get back to our boy doing what he do. Man, I wish I had Scott Jennings has an amazing job, bro. He gets up on this panel filled with Democratic shills, people who are just here to speak Democratic propaganda, and he bullies them each day.
Where you stand. If a district court judge rules in a way that the president dislikes, should the president listen or should the president defy?
If a district court judge tries to usurp the authority of the chief executive of this country, he should absolutely defy it. There's a difference between broad policy decisions and discrete disputes between parties. That's the difference. If I want a policy decided, I'll take it to the
But what
Supreme
about checks
Court.
and balances?
So you're saying that a judge should decide how and when money is
A
spent
judge is saying
for years and not the president of the
Look,
United
Scott,
States?
let me explain
You're a governor,
little
you
bit more.
know.
Let me explain it a little bit more slowly. A judge is saying
You don't have to talk to me like that.
Congress.
I have a position on this and you have an
Okay.
opinion. We can disagree.
Yeah, but I'm saying you listen to me.
Wow, how condescending, bro. Listen, Abby, now I do realize you're a cutie pie and all that other stuff. I just now complimented you. I think you're nice looking and your skin is nice and brown and buttery. But you can't be condescending like that. Like, let me say it to you nice and slow. What if a man said that to you? What if a man said that you will raise all hell? Y'all need to chill with that. Like, he just said, yo, you ain't got to speak to me like I'm on the same level as you, Jack. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Go ahead and do your job. Continue to speak. But I will light your tail up if you get too out of hand. Play with me if you want to. Huh? Play with me if you want to.
Maybe because you're not listening and you're making claims that are not connected to the facts. The judge is saying
Maybe you are.
Congress appropriated a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
We need to litigate this.
Okay.
While we litigate this, we're going to put a hold on the actions that you took that might be unconstitutional.
So while we
That's
litigate,
part of the process. Why
this,
can't-
I'm
why
a
doesn't
judge
that
and
work?
I'm in charge of the executive branch and you're not, forget it.
No,
I totally
you just
disagree.
can't compel the executive branch to spend the dollars. You can't do that. They
Okay.
can't say we're going to start. The
Have
judges
you
are going to
heard
start
of
writing
the
the checks. They have every
impoundment?
right to
Have you
hold
heard
that.
the
No matter who the president is, the duly elected chief executive of this country, they should not be sharing the broad plenary powers of the presidency with 300 individual district court judges. That is not what the people
That is a great
want.
position to take when you are
That
in
is.
power.
Yeah,
but when
I
you
will
are
believe
not
it no
in
matter what.
power,
Exactly.
District
When
court
you are
judges
not
are
in
different than the
power,
Supreme Court.
it's
Man, they need to stop inviting Scott Jennings on the show because he does nothing but bully them day in and day out. As a matter of fact, that's probably the only excitement that they get. And their views will probably go down tremendously. And we already seen that their views have started to really slum. So they can't skip a day without talking about Trump. They got to. Every single day for at least 8 hours, we got to talk about Trump. If we do not, 100 more people will lose their daggone
Well,
jobs.
I think there's a difference.
Like, that's what we know.